Do you feel stuck in a rut or feel like you're living life on autopilot? Pilot? I've been feeling this way for about 7 or 8 years. And I felt so much shame when it started happening because who am I to feel dissatisfied in life? I have done everything society says you're supposed to do. I live my life by checking those boxes. Graduate college, find a career, find the love of your life, get married. I have a house in the suburbs. We are financially independent. We're not in debt. We have 2 children, identical twin boys, that are just wonderful and they're good kids. But after my boys were born, about 3 or 4 years after they were born, I started thinking, okay, what's the next box I need to check? And I realized, am I just living for retirement? Because that's the next box. And then that heaviness came over me because I had lived my life reaching for the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. And then I didn't have anything to reach for. And so I started slipping into a depression. And I guess you call it a midlife crisis. I mean, basically, I guess that's what it is. It's when you're in your 40s and you realize, oh my gosh, I've lived my life for other people or what society says I'm supposed to do. And I haven't lived my authentic self. I haven't been my authentic self. I picked a career that people said I would be good at. And I relatively am good at it, but it's not satisfying to me. But I've been in it so long now that I'm scared to make a change. And so, but then 2020 hit. I kept tampering that down until 2020 hit. And when the world went into crisis, my crisis exploded. But instead of taking action, you know what I did? Started reading self-help books. And let me tell you something about self-help books. They give you that little bit of a high, and it actually tricks your brain into thinking you've actually done something for your situation. And you feel good for a little while, even without taking action. But instead of implementing the things you learn, once that dopamine high dissipates, what do? Instead of taking action, you order another self-help book, or at least that's what I did. And I kept riding this like dopamine high and low through self-help books. I kept ordering another one every time, and another one, and another one, and another one, until I had this huge stack of self-help books 18 months later, yet my life still looked exactly the same. I'm still in the job that I feel like that is dissatisfying to me. I still don't feel like I have a purpose. I feel like I'm not living my authentic self. So when my 47th birthday rolled around here recently, I decided that I am going to take the things I have spent the last 18 months learning, and I'm going to try some life experiments. Now, some of the self-help books are cheesy as cheesy can be, and I do not recommend. But some of them have nuggets of inspiration that I am so excited to share. The reason I decided to document this journey is because several years ago, my husband and I embarked on a minimalist journey, and we decluttered 80 to 90% of our belongings. And I wanted to document that process, but the shame of where we started from was so great that I refused to document it. And it's the only regret I have about becoming a minimalist is the fact that I did not document that process. I wish I could go back and look and see how far I've come, because it was an amazing journey. And even though at this point right now, I don't know how this is going to end. I have no clue. I could be to implement all these little experiments and I end up in the same place a year from now. I don't know. But I want to document the process because I want to learn from my mistakes and learn and look back and see how far I've come if it does work. And I have challenged myself to be more creative, and hence the video. When I was a kid, I was a very creative person, but in later years, the only creativity I've ever used is designing and decorating my kids' birthday parties when they were little. And that kept me going for a little bit, but when we moved into more minimalistic lifestyle, I don't do those kind of things anymore. So now I got to find another outlet for my creativity, and so hence videoing. This right now is just a sit down and talk in front of you, but I'm going to try new video techniques. I would like to try editing, get more into the editing aspect. I want to write again. Yes, but I just want to be my authentic self is what I want to be. And at this point, I don't even know who that is, but I'm willing to discover it. And I'm inviting you to come along on that journey. So if this is something you're into, please hit that like button and hit subscribe, and hopefully these videos will get much better as it goes along. Right now I'm just starting with my phone, and that's it. So as a reward to myself to progress, and as I get better, and I do this continuously, if I stick with it, then I'll upgrade my equipment. So hope you follow along, but you guys have a great day, and as always, keep it simple. Thanks. Bye.